So hello learners, welcome to the IIT Madras student community channel. Today we will be solving the IITM graded assignments. But before that, subscribe us and join our channel to get full access and all our latest updates. So now let's begin.
So hello everyone, in this video we are going to start mathematics graded assignment 4. First question, a function f of x which is best fit for the data given in table recorded by a student is, this is given f of x, and what will be the value of c so that SSE sum square error will be minimum. So what is the value of sum square error? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 values of y, x and y, 5 ordered pair of x and y. So for x1 comma y1 is equal to 1 comma 4, the y minus f of x, y1 minus f of x1 whole square is equal to 4 minus f of 1. Okay, so f of 1 will be, on putting x equal to 1 here, we will get only c. So f of 1 is equal to c. So y1 minus f of x1 will be 4 minus c whole square. So this is our first term of SSE. Now the second term will be x2 comma y2 ordered pair, which is 2 comma 19. x2 comma y2 is equal to 2 comma 19, right? So y2 minus f of x2 whole square is equal to 19 minus, we have to find f of x2, right? F of x2 means f of 2. For f of 2, first we have to write f of x. F of x is minus x minus 1 whole square, x minus 3, x minus 5, x minus 7, x minus 7 plus c. Now f of 2 is equal to minus of 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 multiplied by minus 5, which is equal to 15 plus c. So the second term of SSE will be 19 minus 15 plus c, which is equal to 4 minus c whole square. The third term will be ordered pair x3 comma y3. x3 comma y3 is 3 comma 4 is equal to 3 comma 4. So y1 y3 minus f of x3 whole square is equal to 4 minus c whole square. x4 comma y4 ordered pair is equal to 4 comma minus 23, 4 comma minus 23. So y4 minus f of x4 whole square is equal to minus 23, and f of x4 value is minus 27 plus c. Hence fourth term will be 4 minus c whole square. Fifth term y5 x5 comma y5 is equal to 5 comma 4, which again gives the fifth term as 4 minus c whole square. Now SSE is equal to y1 minus f of x1 whole square plus y2 minus f of x2 whole square plus y3 minus f of x3 whole square plus y4 minus f of x4 whole square plus y phi minus f of x phi whole square, right? So according to this our question, our SSE value is phi 4 minus c whole square. For SSE to be minimum, we have to put c is equal to 4, which makes SSE value is equal to 0. So your answer is c is equal to 4. Second question, let f and g be two functions defined as f of x as x cube minus 6x square, x cube minus 6x square plus 9x minus 4, and g of x is minus 2 of f of x. Okay, so choose the correct options. Okay. So first option, f has two turning points and there are no turning points with negative y coordinate. Okay, as f of x is cubic function, there will be two turning points. Okay, so half of the first option is correct. For second half, we have to first factorize the f of x. So f of x is equal to x cube minus x square minus 5x square plus 5x plus 4x minus 4. By this we can get that x minus 1 is common and x square minus 5x plus 4 is second part. On factorizing second part, we would get x minus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 4. So we can say that the root of this f of x cubic function is 1 and 4. As coefficient of x cube, which is a, is positive, we can say that f of x is like a graph starting from negative infinite, touching at 1 and having two turning points and passing from this 4 comma 0 and 1 comma 0. This is f of x graph. And g of x, as it is a negative multiple of f of x, it will be totally mirror image of f of x with respect to y-axis. So with respect to y-axis, mirror image of f of x is this point is touch here. Okay, so now let's see the options. F has two turning points, correct, and there are no turning point with negative y coordinate. Okay, so this turning point has y coordinate as 0. Okay, but this turning point has negative y coordinate, so the first option is wrong. Second option, f is strictly increasing in 4 to 10. Okay, so this is 4 and from 4 to 10 f is strictly increasing, so it is correct. Second option correct. Third option, g has two turning points and x coordinates of both turning points are negative. Yes, g has two turning points, number 1 and 2, but x coordinate of both are positive because it lies in first quadrant. So third option is wrong. Fourth option, g has two turning points, correct, and there are no turning points with negative y coordinate. So both the turning point are in first quadrant, so there is no chance of negative y coordinate. Hence the fourth option is correct. Third question, an ant named B wants to climb an uneven cliff and reach its ant hill. On its way home, B makes sure that it collects some food. A group of ants have reached the food location, which are x-intercepts of the function f of x. First, let us write f of x is equal to x minus 5 and x minus 1 whole square minus 1. Okay, so ahead, as ants secret pheromones, B gets to know the food location. How many such food locations are there? Okay, so this is very simple. We have to just find the number of x-intercepts of this function. What are x-intercepts? X-intercepts are the points of intersection of x-axis and the function f of x. So what we have to do? We have to put y equal to 0 in f of x. So putting f of x equal to 0, we would get x minus 5, x minus 1 whole square minus 1 is equal to 0. This concludes that x is equal to 5, or x minus 1 whole square minus 1 is equal to 0. On simplifying it, we would get x square minus 2x is equal to 0, which gives x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 2. So we got three coordinates which are 0 comma 0, 2 comma 0 and 5 comma 0. So there are such three locations of 4, hence your answer is 3. Fourth question, which among the following function first increases then decreases in all the intervals? Okay, in this type of question we only have to plot critical points on the number line and perform wavy curve method. So let's begin. First we draw a number line and we plot critical points of the options one by one. So first option have critical point as +1, +2, -3, -4, -6, -7 and -8. Okay, so smallest one is -8. So starting with -8, then comes -7, then -6, then -4, then -3, then +1 and then finally +2. Okay, so starting from right hand side it is positive. Okay, now x minus 2 has odd power, so sign will change negative. X minus 1 has even power, so sign won't change. X plus 3 has odd power, so sign will change. X plus 4 sign will change. X plus 6 even power, so sign won't change. X plus 7 sign change, and x plus 8 again sign change. So you can roughly say that the function is positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive and negative infinite. Okay, so which of the following function first increases then decreases in the interval -6 to -4? Okay, let us see -6 to -4. Here the function first decreases then increases, so the first option is wrong because it is asked first increases then decreases. Okay, so let us plot second option. Second option has critical point as -9, -6, -4, -3, +1 and +2. Okay, so we curve method, right hand side positive. X minus 2 odd power, sign will change. X minus 1 even power, sign won't change. X plus 3 odd power, x plus 4 odd power, x plus 6 again odd power, and x plus 9 again odd power. Okay, so the function will be positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So first will be -6 to -4. Again in this from -6 to -4, the function first decreases then increases. So second option is also wrong. Let us plot third option. So its critical points are starting from -6, -4, -3, +1, +2 and +5. So x minus 5 will start from positive. Odd power, sign will change. X minus 2, sign will change. X minus 1 whole square, sign remains constant. X plus 3 whole cube, sign will change. X plus 4, sign will change. And x plus 6 whole square, sign will remain as it is. The function would look like positive, negative, positive, positive, negative, positive, positive. Okay, so from minus 6 to minus 4, the function is first increasing, then decreasing. So it satisfies minus 6 and minus 4. And from minus 3 to 1, first increases, then decreases. It satisfies minus 3 to 1. And for 1 to 2, it again first increases, then decreases. Hence, the third option is correct. So let us now plot fourth option. Critical points are minus 11, minus 6, minus 4, minus 3, 1, 2 and 5. From very right hand side it will be positive. X minus 5 negative, x minus 2 positive, x minus 1 whole square positive, x plus 3 cube negative, x plus 4 positive, x plus 6 whole square positive, and x plus 11 negative. So the function would look like positive, negative, positive, positive, negative, positive, positive, negative. Okay, so from minus 6 to minus of function first increases, then decreases. From minus 3 to 1, same, first increases and decreases. And last, from 1 to 2, function first increases, then decreases. Hence, the fourth option is also correct. So your answer are C and D. Fifth question. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways want to connect three aspirational districts with two roads R1 and R2. Two roads are connected if they intersect. The shape of two roads R1 and R2 follows polynomial curve f of x and g of x respectively. What will be the x coordinate of the third aspirational district if first two are x-intercept of f of x and g of x? So let us take a rough idea of f of x graph. Let take this as a x-axis. Is 76, 78. By wavy curve method, f of x would be positive, positive, and positive. And as g of x is equal to minus of x square minus 76x minus 78x plus 76 into 78, which is a negative of a quadratic polynomial, and g of x also have x-intercept at 78 and 76. So with negative coefficient it will open downwards while connecting total 3 points 1, 2 and 3. So we have to find x coordinate of the second point. Okay, so we can do it by two methods, taking local maximum of f of x or maxima of g of x. So we will go for maxima of g of x. Let us write the function g of x is minus of x square minus 154x plus something 76 multiplied by 78, which we don't require. Okay, so on differentiating this function you would get minus 2x minus 1 plus 154 is equal to 0, which implies x equal to 77. So the x coordinate of second point is 77. Hence your answer is 77. Sixth question. Choose the correct option from the following. Let us start with option number A. There are infinitely many polynomials p of x of degree 3 such that p4 equal to 0, p5 equal to 0 and p6 equal to 0. Let us take a polynomial p of x is equal to any real number r, x minus 4 multiplied by x minus 5 multiplied by x minus 6. So for any value of r, the condition satisfies. So there are infinitely many polynomials such that p4, p5 and p6 is equal to 0. Hence the first option is correct. Second option, the number of turning points of f of x is something like this, is 4. Okay, so let us do wavy curve method. F of x is equal to minus 0.01 x minus 2 x minus 8 x minus 12 and 16 minus x whole square. Here you can see that I have taken minus common from 2 minus x and wrote it x minus 2. Okay, so we will draw a number line on that 2, 8, 12 and 16. So as the main coefficient is negative, the right hand side will start with minus 16 minus x or x minus 16 whole square, one and the same, sign won't change. Now x minus 12 sign will change, x minus 8 sign will change, and x minus 2 sign will again change. So the function is negative, negative, positive and negative, then positive. So there are total 1, 2, 3 and 4 turning points. 4 turning points. Hence your second option is also correct. Third option, remainder when f of x is divided by x minus 16 whole square. You can see that 16 minus x whole square term is available in f of x, and you also know 16 minus x whole square is x minus 16 whole square. There is no change in it. So on dividing that we get perfect answer, means remainder is 0. Hence the third option is also correct. Function g of x given is positive in restricted domain. So for this we have to again use wavy curve method. Let us write the function minus 0.01 2 minus x x minus 8. So our fourth option D, g of x is equal to minus 0.01 2 minus x x minus 8 x minus 12 and 16 minus x. We can write this function as minus 0.01 x minus 2 x minus 8 x minus 12 and x minus 16 to make it easier to use wavy curve method. So we'll first draw a number line 2, 8, 12 and 16. As the main coefficient is negative, we have to start right hand side with negative. X minus 16, everyone has odd power, so sign will change, keep changing. Yeah, so the function will be negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay, what is asked in the question? The function is positive in restricted domain 2 to 8 union 12 to 16. Okay, so from region 2 to 8 the function is positive, yes, and union 12 to 16 again the function is positive, hence the option D is also correct. So seventh question, consider a polynomial function given, choose the correct option. Again, by seeing the options we can say that we have to again use wavy curve method. So let us write the polynomial as p is equal to 1 by 100, which has no value in here, x minus 1 x minus 2 and taking minus 1 outside, x minus 3 whole square, x minus 4 x x plus 1 and x plus 2 whole square. Now we will draw a number line. The least critical value is minus 2, then come minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and the last one is 4. Okay, so as the main coefficient is negative, We have to start right hand side from the negative. X minus 4 odd have odd power, so sign will change. X minus 3 whole square, sign won't change. X minus 2, x minus 1, x plus 1, and x plus 2 whole square, sign won't change there. Okay, the function will be negative, positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, positive. Okay, so what is asked in the question? There are exactly 8 points on px where slope of tangent is 0. So slope of tangent is 0 at 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yes, there are 8 points where slope of tangent is 0. Hence the first option is correct. Second option, p of x is one function where x belongs to minus infinite to minus 2 union 4 to infinite. One function passes the horizontal line test. So minus infinite to minus 2, yes, it passes the horizontal line test, and 4 to infinite also passes horizontal line test. Hence the function is 1 in the given region. Second option is also correct. Third, total number of turning points of px are 9. Sorry, it's wrong, as the first option was also asked number of turning points, and the last option is strictly increasing where x belongs to minus infinite to minus 2. For x belongs to minus infinite to minus 2, the function is strictly decreasing. Hence the last option is also wrong along with the third option. Hence your answer are A and B. Eighth question, let f of x and g of x be two functions defined from R to R such that f of x is given and g of x is mod x. Okay, so we have to just put the value of x in f of x and g of x respectively and get the answers. First we have to find f of 4. So 4 is included in this range, so f of 4 is 1, and g of minus 4 is equal to mod minus 4 is equal to 4. So the first term f of 4 multiplied by g of minus 4 is equal to 4. Okay, the second term f of 0, so 0 is included in this range, and so putting 0 in x raised to 4 minus 20x squared plus 64 gives you only 64, and g of minus 64 gives you mod minus 64 is equal to 64. F of 0 by g of minus 64 is only 1, is 1, only 1, and then f of 3 is included in this range, so plus f of 3 is 3 raised to 4 minus 20 multiplied by 9 minus 180 plus 64 whole negative. 3 raised to 4 is 81 plus 64 minus 180, which is equal to f of 3, which is equal to 35. So f of 3 is 35 minus g of 40 minus mod 40 is 40. So 4 plus 1 5 plus 35 40 minus 40 is 0. Answer of this question is 0. Ninth question, let r of x be a polynomial function which is obtained by as a quotient after dividing polynomial p of x by q of x. Let us first simplify the polynomials p of x and q of x. P of x is x plus 5 multiplied by x minus 3 multiplied by x square minus 4. Okay, this is x square plus 5x minus 3x is plus 2x minus 15 multiplied by x square minus 4, and q of x is x minus 2 multiplied by minus 1 common x plus 2, which is equal to minus of x square minus 4. P of x divided by q of x gives you x square plus 2x minus 15 multiplied by x square minus 4 divided by x square minus 4 and a negative sign. So this and this will be cancelled. So r of x is a quotient which is minus of x square minus 2x minus 15, which is equal to minus of x minus 5 and x plus 3. So r of x suggests that r of x will be, this negative sign will be opening downwards, has one root minus 3 and one root plus 5. So this is opening upwards, wrong. Opening upwards, wrong. Opening downwards, have root minus 5 and 3, so correct. Opening downwards but root are plus 3 and plus 5, so wrong. Hence your answer is C.